Hi everybody, welcome to your weekly reading, and this is a reading for the week ahead with the general messages and advices from your spirit guides for the moment that you're going through. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you came across it, this is the right time for you to listen to it. But keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with all of you. Maybe some of the messages are for you, but some aren't. So take what resonates and leave the rest. I have 3 piles for you to choose, and I'm gonna insert an overhead picture with all the piles so you can take your time and choose from your intuition. And I'm gonna link the timestamps with each group down below in the description box, but also in the comments, so you can jump straight into your reading. So choose your pile and I'll see you in a bit. Hi, pile number 1, welcome to your reading, and this is the reading for everybody who chose this plant. I'm sorry for this harsh light here. It might be a bit hard to see some of the cards in the video, but the sun is hitting bright here right now, so there's not much I can do about it. But let's start with the messages for the week, or just the general message that you need to hear right now. So I'm gonna start with your tarot cards. Sorry. Okay, so we start with the 5 of Swords in the reverse. We have the Devil, the 4 of Cups in the reverse, the 9 of Cups in the reverse, the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Judgment in the reverse. Okay. What is the animal spirit for your week? It's the unicorn. Okay, that ties things a little bit better here. The first thing I'm picking up, pile number 1, is that you might be struggling this week with your old habits. And it's important here not to let them get in your way, okay? So with the Devil and the 5 of Swords here, these are prideful behavior. This can be an inability or just some sort of resistance to losing or to not having things your way. And it's important here not to find yourself too attached to it. Also with the 4 of Cups here, actually everything is giving me the feeling that things might not go your way this week. If there is something that you were hoping for or something that you were waiting to achieve, whatever it is, I think that it's important this week to not attach too much to the result, because things might not go your way, the way you expected them to go during this week. And the reason is, with this unicorn card, I think you are going through a period of transformation. And I think that your spiritual development right now is more important than your financial development, your physical development, whatever practical things or practical goals you have been wishing to achieve. I think that your spiritual development, your connection with the divine, is just so much more important this week or this time period. Maybe this is not just for this week, this is just a general message that you're needing to hear right now. And the feeling that I get is that you might not like that things are not moving as fast, you're not being able to accomplish what you wanted to accomplish, but you should see this time as a blessing to focus on yourself. This is almost as, I feel like your life is being decluttered in a way to allow you the time and space to develop other facets of yourself. And these other facets are very linked to your spiritual life. So if you have been wanting to start meditation practices or learning about energy healing or learning about astrology or learning tarot, whatever it is, and you didn't have the time in the past, now that things are a bit held back from you, now that you're not being able to accomplish as much, this is a good time for you to focus on that. So don't see the stillness that is going on in your life right now as a challenge or as some sort of punishment or something that you need to fight against, but see this as some sort of blessing. is a blessed time for you to focus on other things that are important for you, or that you might find out that are more important than you have thought. Because I do see, especially with this Five of Swords in the reverse and the Nine of Cups in the reverse here, it's like you are not accomplishing as much, you're not being able to manifest the things that you wanted to manifest at this time, but there is such a strong resistance to it that is connected to pride here. This card connects to me strongly with pride, not wanting to be in that position, not being able to let go. Even though we didn't have the Hanged Man card here, for me, this is the energy of the Hanged Man in the reverse, of not wanting to release yourself, of not wanting to surrender to what is going on. I feel this calm before the storm, and this is not a bad storm. It's not like it's not a calm before a challenge. It's more like it's a period of calmness before things start moving very fast in your life. I know that you are probably bored. I feel a strong sense of boredom here with this Four of Cups in the reverse. You might be feeling very bored right now, pile number one, to just keep doing things the way you're doing, not being able to start new plans, not being able to maybe get a new job or start a new hobby, whatever it is that you're feeling held back. Or maybe it's a relationship, you have been wanting to meet someone new and start a relationship with someone new here. With this Four of Cups in the reverse, there is this feeling of boredom that you want to move out from. I feel you desperately wanting to move out of this feeling of boredom here. But things are just not manifesting the way you thought they should be. But the thing is, especially with this Judgment in the reverse, right below the Four of Cups in the reverse, something is being presented to you that you're not seeing. It's like you are fighting against the current present moment. And this is a card of acceptance of the present moment. The Judgment in the upright is getting to the end of the Fool's Journey. Is right before the last card of the Fool's Journey, the last card of the Major Arcana of the Tarot. This is where you meet the outcome of your whole journey. What you did well, what you did badly, what you need to change for the next time the cycle begins. Before you tie the final knot in the World card, which is the last card of the Major Arcana, you go through the Judgment. You accept the results of your actions. But with this card in the reverse here, there's a lack of acceptance of where you are right now. But where you are, that's what you got. That's what you got right now. But all of this has a bigger meaning with this Unicorn card. This is what makes this whole reading beautiful to me. Without it, this would have a completely different meaning. But with the Unicorn card, also in the spiritual world, the unicorn is a representation of the masters. And that's because of the horn in the forehead. This is a highly developed third eye. So you see beyond. So you are being called here with the Judgment in the reverse. You're being called into a spiritual journey, into developing yourself spiritually, to disconnecting a bit with the material life, with the financial life. And that's why things are not moving as fast. It's not a punishment. It's an opportunity. But it's important that you start seeing it as such. It's okay that nothing makes sense here right now. Then it's time to look within yourself to find a higher meaning of your life. This is a time to look inwardly, not outwardly. It's a time to stop looking for other things to make you happy, other things to spend your time with, other things to add meaning to your life. And this is a time to look within yourself and find that meaning within you. With this Unicorn card. So be careful how much you're attaching to the material. There's a much higher purpose here for everything that is going on right now. So careful not to hold on to it too much. And I know it's hard because we all care about our physical life. I'm not saying that it's easy. It is extremely hard and I think that most of us, especially the ones in a spiritual path, we will go through this time in which the spiritual life just doesn't seem to work, doesn't seem to move forward. And it's very hard and very frustrating to be in there, but it's important to use it as an opportunity. Okay, if I don't have a job now, or if I am expecting an outcome or an answer or whatever it is from something or someone that is never coming, you don't need to sit and wait. Use that time in a more constructive way to develop yourself spiritually. Let's take a look at some of your oracle cards. So we have Dare to Dream. So again, at a time of planning, a time of sitting still, and it's okay. It's okay that things are not being accomplished right now. But also the Dare to Dream calls me back to that connection with the third eye, connecting with your dreams, connecting with the astral realm, connecting with something that is not tangible, that is beyond what the eye can see. Connecting with that inner world. And we have the Warrior. And he has the same horns here, very similar to the Devil. I think that actually these are more like rams, so they are more connected with the Aries zodiac, and the Devil is Capricorn, but they are still calling me to the same horns. Be the warrior over your own lower nature. What can you transform in yourself at this moment? What inner transformation can you do? How can you see yourself differently? How can you work on yourself differently? So even though there is that prideful energy that I said with the Five of Swords, there is also this quality of sitting very strongly in your inner power right now, which is very positive. So the strength you have, I feel your energy coming out as the energy of someone who is very brave at the moment and having a lot of courage with this Warrior card. So where can you deploy this energy? What can you use this for? What can you accomplish for yourself right now if you're having all this warrior power, and also the Devil? Because the Devil is about control, is about domination, is a card of Capricorn, is a card of discipline. Even the Devil can be used constructively, because actually at the end of the day, all parts of ourselves, they are not supposed to be repressed or get rid of. They are supposed to be integrated. So even the Devil is an important aspect of our persona. It just needs to be integrated correctly. We need to learn how to harness the Devil energy in a way that is constructive rather than destructive, and especially to construct our own life and to take control over our own life instead of taking control of other people's lives. So this is an aspect of yourself that you have right now. The Devil is strong in your energy right now. So how can you use it constructively? How can you integrate it in your life at this moment? How can you put all this strength, this discipline, into something that makes more sense and that brings more happiness to you? Instead of feeling stuck with the Devil energy, use it to unstuck yourself. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So again, it connects to me with that unicorn. I think that there's something very special that you're being called to work on, and you are being protected at this moment. You do have protection. It's just a sense of boredom and being stuck and being trapped, but there is divine protection here. There is luck, and there is something being prepared also because this is a new moon card, so beginning of new cycles. But it's a lot about the point of view, how you use this. Wow, what did I just say? Full moon in Leo, and it says, don't let pride get in your way. So what did I say a few times with that 5 of Swords? I feel this prideful energy of wanting to do more, of not wanting to sit still. But why? Is it because you are really bored, or is it because you think that the world expects more from you? You can use this time to work on yourself. Let's see, your animal spirit. Canary spirit, sing your own song. And with that, dare to dream. I think that pile number 1, you're not supposed to be a follower. I think you're supposed to be a leader. Also with that warrior card, which is related with the Aries, right? That I said it's the ram, which is the symbol for Aries. I think you're supposed to be a leader. And maybe if you have been trying to accomplish something in your life right now that is related to just being tied to the status quo, that could be what you're being asked to free yourself from here, right now. So for instance, if you have been waiting for a job offer, maybe it's time to focus on your own business. And then you keep not getting that job, you keep not getting that offer, but maybe it's just because you are supposed to do something else. You're supposed to sing your own song, to dream your own dream instead of working on someone else's dream. So how can you connect more with what your soul desires? This is a really good time for you to understand and get in touch with yourself and realize what really makes your soul happy. What do you want to build? Especially if you have come from a period in which you have been stripped off of everything you had, or everything that was giving you a sense of security. It's an opportunity to rebuild from zero. Okay, I can start thinking over from the start what I want to accomplish, what I want to build. And we have 2 of the inner compass cards, expand and grateful. Be grateful for the time you have, as I said. This is an opportunity. It might feel like a burden, but it's an opportunity. So be grateful for what you're having right now. Be grateful for the opportunity that you have right now. Use this time to expand yourself, to expand also your vision, because look at the image. It has a big eye here. And I talked about the third eye, right? Being the horn of the unicorn. So you're being asked to expand your vision of the world. And if it's not spiritually, if some of you are just not very spiritual, which I would find surprising since you are watching a tarot video here, but if some of you are not spiritual and the message of connecting with your spirituality just doesn't make any sense for you, it can just be that you're expanding your vision of life. There is still more to life than getting up and going to work and, and doing those mundane tasks. There's more to life than that. And you're being asked to connect to that higher vision, to seeing the world from above in a more expansive way. And your last card is blessed. You really can't make this up, right? Like there has been so many cards. There have been so many cards of being blessed, of having luck, of being divine protected, of this being an opportunity. I think you're being way more blessed than you realize. So even though you might be feeling frustrated, watch your thoughts. don't connect only with the thoughts of I don't like things, I don't want things like this, I want things to change, I want the new, I'm bored. Connect with the things that you're grateful for, because I think that you're being very blessed at this moment and you might not see it. So connect with the blessings that you're having right now. What are you grateful for in your life right now? And I would really advise you to make a list and think of it every day. Force yourself, put in an agenda, put an alarm on your phone to either every day when you get up, the first thing you do is to make a list of everything you're grateful for, even if it's just a mental list, you don't need to write. Or maybe before going to bed, when you lay down to sleep, remember everything that you're grateful for on that day. Because it also opens yourself up to receive more things, right? Because when we just want to receive, and we are not grateful for what we have, it blocks you energetically to receive new things. So even though you don't have everything that you want right now, what are the things that you have that you are grateful for? Start realizing those things. So that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope you liked your reading. And if you liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. And this is the reading for everybody who chose this cactus here. So, pile number 2. Interesting pile you are. First, when I was shuffling, I felt your energy very anxious. And I don't know yet if it's good or bad. I just felt it very restless. The cards kept falling and everything was... it was excited, but it was a bit careless as well. Okay? And funny enough, you got so many cards. I think you are definitely the pile with the most cards. Like, you got so many, but they kept jumping and I was feeling like they were for you, so I kept them. So we are going to see what you have. So, we are going to start with your tarot cards first, and then we are going to jump to your oracle cards. So we have the Son of Pentacles in the reverse, okay, which is the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. And it's funny because, again, the Son of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, moves very slowly. Very slowly. And in the reverse, we have the opposite. So it's like, no, things are too slow right now. I need them to move. I need them to move. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. We have the Seven of Wands. The Nine of Wands. The Sun in the reverse. Reckless, quite reckless energy this week, pile number 2. The Son of Cups in the reverse, which is the Knight of Cups. And to close it off, we have the Daughter of Wands in the reverse, which is the Page of Wands in the reverse. It's so interesting because it's so paradoxical. I think that you are feeling very contradictory this week, pile number 2. There's a part of you that really wants to move forward and it's so excited and wants to do things and is bored. I had a bit of the same thing with the pile number 1 as well, although the energy was very different. But the same feeling of boredom, of I just want to get going, I want movement. And then when movement starts, I feel like you get a bit insecure, you get a bit afraid, and you're like, no, now it's moving too fast. I don't know if I can do it right now. I don't know if I want to do it right now. I'm not sure if that's what I want. And then you hold back. Or maybe it's someone who is doing that for you, with you as well. Like maybe someone is doing that to you. I don't know. But I feel this energy of like things moving fast and then holding back. And then moving fast and then holding back. So It's interesting because I didn't think of it, but at the time that I'm recording this video, Saturn is approaching to make a square with Uranus in Taurus. Saturn is in Aquarius, so it's like it's the same energy that I'm feeling here. Uranus wants to expand and wants the new and wants things to be different, wants to explore and just let's break it down and reconstruct it back again. I'm tired of things how they have been, and Saturn comes and says, okay, but let's add some structure here, let's add some rules, but what about this, what about that, let's focus on the details a little bit more, let's plan it out. So it's the same energy that I'm feeling here. So with the Son of Pentacles, actually the combination of the three of them here, there is an aspect of being reckless. I'm not gonna lie. I think that when you hold back, actually this holding back is something that is good for you at this moment. Because if you move on too fast, you might do things recklessly here at this moment. Because with the Son of Pentacles in the reverse, there is this aspect of not wanting to wait on things. And I just noted something, but I started speaking very fast. And it's the same feeling that I get when I'm recording the Gemini readings for the month. I start speaking very fast as well and very jittery. And because it's the Gemini energy that I pick up from the collective, and I'm having the same thing here. It's very mercurial. So we have the, going back, see, I digress. So the Son of Pentacles in the reverse here wants the movement, right? Wants the change. But with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, I think that be careful not to move too fast with things and enter the same cycle all over again. And what do I mean with it? I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that this is about a relationship. And I know that many of you come to Tarot to see about relationships, right? So maybe some of you left a relationship or left a situation with someone that wasn't good. There was a pattern, a toxic pattern going on, okay? This is just an example. Doesn't need to apply to all of you. And now that you're over it and that you are away from it, you want to start something new. You want to get into something better with someone, and you want it to move fast, because the Son of Pentacles doesn't want to work on the details, doesn't want to start things from the beginning. It's like they meet someone now and they want to be intimate with them tomorrow already. And I don't mean sexually intimate. I mean like soul intimate, right? But that's not how relationships evolve. The relationships, they do evolve slowly. You do get to know someone with time, spending time with them, right? Consistently putting the effort and seeing how they are and spending time with them, etc., etc., etc. But by trying to force things to move too fast, what you might get into is a situation that is exactly like the one you had in the past, the same kind of toxic relationship that you had in the past, because you're avoiding the red flags. You don't want to see them, you just want to move forward. Okay, so I see this problem here, and it can be the same in any other aspect of your life. It can be also with a job. Maybe you are so eager to leave your job and you want to leave it at any cost, that instead of taking your time and finding a place that really seems to be good for you, seems to be what you want for yourself, you might accept the first job offer that you receive and then end up being in a work situation that was very similar to the one you were before. So it's something like that, it's about wanting to move too fast and then ending up falling in the same cycle that you already lived. Because especially with the Seven of Wands here, this is a card of a lot of movement. It's a card of excitement, of taking on the challenge. But if you don't pay attention to the details, if you don't strategize, you're being reckless. And then I think that at times, you might realize it this week with the Nine of Wands in the upright. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. Because this is a card of remembering the past, of remembering your lessons, of knowing what you know. Building your steps carefully. And I think that that's when you hold back and you're like, no, I need to acknowledge what I really want, what I really need, and find that thing that will make me happy. But then with the sun in the reverse, and it came together here with this wheel of fortune in the reverse, I feel like, again, then you fall back to that same position of being reckless, not seeing everything, of letting some important details slip right through you. And we keep going on and on and on with that, because also with the Sun of Cups in the reverse, I get two messages from it. One of them is it's a card of a bit of a player. So connecting this with a love reading, okay? If you're looking for love, if this is relationship wise to you, then it can be connecting with someone who isn't very emotionally mature, who is not offering something real, okay? It's just a facade. It's just shiny on the outside. But since you're moving too fast, you might not see it and enter those same cycles again. Or if it's a job, it can be that it's just not emotionally fulfilling, but also the same aspect of a facade. It's like something, it's a building that looks very pretty on the outside, but when you get to know, you find out that things don't work exactly like that on the inside. So it's a company that they might talk about themselves, or they might sell you the impression that they are very good, very stable, very open with the employees, and then when you are in there, you find out it's nothing like that. So what I would tell you, especially with this Page of Wands here in the reverse, is do your homework first. Research everything you need to research about the situation. Try to learn the details before you move in too fast. Get to know this place, these people. Get to know if this is a plan that you have been planning for yourself. Let's say that it's a new business that you're trying to build for yourself, and you keep moving between expanding it a lot and then holding back, expanding it a lot and holding back. Take your time to pay attention to the details. What is really needed for it to have strong foundations. Build those strong foundations first. It's important here with all these cards. So for this week, or for this time that you are, for whenever you're watching this, it's very important to not move too fast. To pay attention to the details, to pay attention to the red flags, to pay attention to everything that is being shown to you, and not be naive, I would say. Be discriminating here. Don't take things at face value, okay? So let's see. Oh, wow. We got the Lamb card for you. And I just talked about this sense of naiveness. I think that there is an element of being too naive here. And it's a good thing because it shows that you have a good heart. You trust people, you trust situations, but there needs to be a balance. Don't trust someone who didn't give you the reasons to be trusted yet, okay? Wait for them to really show that you can trust them before you throw yourself in. So don't be too naive here. Let's see some of your oracle cards. And we have the Love. Again, I felt the whole reading that this was a love reading, and I think for most of you it is. So Love and Connect to Heart. Okay. Both very emotional cards. So remember what I said with the realizing what you really need, what you really want, and connecting with that, and not moving too fast. Because I think of it like this is there are two dogs here. And if you have dogs or had dogs, I used to have a dog, and it takes a while for you to gain their trust. They might be very happy and shake their tails and be playful in a short term, but for them to recognize you as a leader, it takes time. To build that loyalty with a dog, it takes time. They need to trust you. They need to trust you that you are the leader of the pack and that you can take care of them. And then they start seeing you as that leader, and they start respecting you and not just playing with you, right? The dog. That's when they start listening. That's an important step, for instance, when you are training your dog. And I'm not saying that you're training that person, okay? I'm not saying that that person needs to see you as a leader. That's not what I mean. But what I mean is that this relationship of trust is built with time. And it's the same thing with intimacy, with other people, and with love. Love, there is no, for me, I particularly think there is no such thing as love at first sight. Okay? There is attraction at first sight, of course. But love, you don't love something that you didn't even spend time with, that you didn't even meet. You need to build it with time. Love is something that is that blossoms with time. When you spend your time with someone, when you put your effort, when you make that person a priority, and you get to know them, not just the good sides, but the bad sides, and you respect them for who they are and for their journey, that's when love starts being created inside of you. Okay, so yeah, I feel there's a strong message here with the don't try to force things, don't try to force intimacy or a relationship with someone you don't even know. Things just don't work like that. They just don't, you know. That's just not how things are. And if you force that this is how things should be for you, you will just re-enter the same kind of toxic relationships that you have been in the past, with the same lack of clarity that you have felt in the past, the same kind of fogness and not knowing what is really going on that you had in the past. And also lack of fulfillment, because the Sun card is a card of happiness and fulfillment, and in the reverse, it shows a lack of it. So also with this love card, I would focus on loving yourself first as well. If you are with someone who can't love you yet because they didn't get to know you, build that love for yourself. And I think I said this in a previous pick a card, but the same way that love for other people, they come with time, love for ourselves also only come if we spend enough time with ourselves. When we build that relationship of trust with ourselves, that's when we start loving ourselves as well. Let's see what else we have for you. And we have the Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. And we have Electric Eel Spirit. Bring your ideas to life. And the combination of these two cards, so bring your ideas to life and let Spirit be your guide. I think that it's important for you how to start learning how to manifest what you want with your spirit guides. Ask them for help. You don't need to do it alone. So if you want to manifest a fulfilling relationship in your life, or whatever else this reading is talking about, if it's not a relationship, it's something else that will bring you happiness that you're trying to manifest here, right? But whatever it is, you can work with your spirit guides to bring it to life. Okay, this is motorcycle time. There is always a time with this horrible noises on the street. I'm sorry for it, if you can hear it in the video. But you don't need to manifest all of this alone. You can learn with them. How can you set your intention outwards and energize it, and have them helping you energize it so that you can manifest it? You can start learning how to do that. I want to go to the Monology card first. A new romantic cycle begins. It's very clear when the talk is about it in the reading, right? I didn't see these cards before, by the way. I'm seeing them for the first time with you. And what do you need to release? Yeah, so first, this one already explains itself, right? A new romantic cycle begins. So indeed, you're probably trying to attract someone new to your life, or just something fulfilling to your life right now. But what do you need to release in order for it to happen? And this can be older, previous people in your life, that a relationship that you broke or that you ended or whatever it is, but it can be the person itself, or it can also be the pattern attached to that relationship. Okay? This can be an aspect of yourself. What in yourself made you connect with that kind of people in the past, to stay in relationships like that in the past? What aspect of yourself you need to release here right now? Or what people? If you're still in any way attached to an ex, then you probably need to release them, really release them completely. Release any expectation, any attachment, any sort of bad feelings, any feelings of vengeance, or whatever you have, or whatever you may feel for them. It can be love, it can be hate, it can be both interchangeably. What do you need to release right now, okay? To heal these patterns and stop repeating them with that Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Because the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is a card of patterns. Patterns that we keep repeating over and over again until we learn the lesson. And I'm really liking these cards right now. They are the Inner Compass cards. So longing, release again. Wow. Release the patterns, okay? Release the aspects of you that attracted or found those kind of people attractive in the past. What in you found those kind of people attractive? Release that pattern. Try to understand in yourself, not blaming yourself, but understanding, getting to know yourself and releasing that, but also releasing these old situations, okay? Old patterns, old attachments, old ways of thinking, and longing. There is this sense of longing, I said, right? With the impatience of wanting it to just come in. So what I would also think here is, what other ways can you spend your time? How can you spend better time with yourself if you don't have what you are trying to manifest here right now? What do you have? How can you just spend your time better? What can you do? How can you bring happiness into your life with what you have and who you are? But I do think that this longing here won't be for too long, especially with this card of New Romantic Cycle Begins. I don't think you'll be in this longing position for too long, to be honest. And we have Serendipity, and it's a 4-leaf clover. So indeed, I think that you are manifesting something here. And we have chop wood. Okay, with the chop wood, I'm being connected with that message of setting strong foundations again. Because if we look at the 9 of Wands that we had here, we have this staircase made of wood, and we have the chop wood card. But how can we place them? I'm sorry, my stomach is rumbling. My stomach always rumbles in every reading because I do them in an empty stomach because it helps with my intuition. But then, yeah, my stomach rumbles. And you might hear it in the microphone. But anyway, so we have the chop wood being arranged here in order to offer a foundation for you to build up something. But in order for it to be built, you need to chop that wood, right? You need to chop the wood. You need to place the wood. The wood is not just gonna magically be there. The foundations of a relationship aren't just going to magically be there. Intimacy with someone isn't just going to exist like magic, like, oh, I met you today and tomorrow I'm just the most intimate person. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. It requires work. It requires you to chop the wood, to place the wood, to set a strong foundation with it. And that comes with hard work and time. So learn this timing and accept this timing, if you don't want to keep entering those same toxic cycles again. Okay, pile number 2. So this is all I have for you, and I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you liked it and if it resonated with you, like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading, and this is the reading for everybody who chose this cactus here. And pile number 3, I felt very serene while shuffling your card. There was a sense of stillness, and all the piles so far, they had a quality of stillness, of stuckness, but with you it felt comfortable. It felt natural. It gave me a sense of release, of acceptance. It was very serene, and we'll see with your cards. I haven't seen them yet, and I might be completely wrong when we get them, but that's what I felt while shuffling your cards. And we have your oracle cards that we are going to take a look at the end. You also got several. Yeah, you and pile 2 got lots of cards. And we are going to start with your tarot cards. So we have the 3 of Wands, the Sun in the reverse, the 2 of Wands in the reverse, the Star, wow, the 10 of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. What I'm feeling here for you, pile number 3, is that I think that you are understanding this week that you can't have everything that you want. You can't have it all. But that you can be happy with what you have. Then I feel like you are finding the happiness within yourself. Especially with this Star card here. I'm gonna go a bit out of order, but the Star card and the 10 of Cups, they are really calling to me. I think that even when the external situations don't go your way, I feel like this week, it is a week that you're not getting everything that you want, and we had that for all the piles. There is really this strong aspect of being denied of what we want, which makes a lot of sense with Saturn starting to square Uranus right now. Saturn imposes the restrictions over the changes and expansiveness that Uranus wants to accomplish. And even though you're not getting everything that you want in the outside here, you might not get the job that you want, you might not get the moving that you wanted if you were planning to move, or there's something here that you're not getting. And I still see you sitting very still and feeling very happy within you, because you have come to a point in your life in which the inner star, that guiding star that you have within you, is enough for you to feel fulfilled with this 10 of Cups. You feel like you have everything. There's a strong sense of gratitude here for what you have, what you are, where you are right now, and not letting outside failures or what would once be acknowledged or seen as a failure, you're not letting that shake you. You're not letting that impact your inner happiness, your sense of accomplishment here with yourself. I love this. This is such a positive pile. I really love this pile number 3. Because with the 3 of Wands here, I see that there are many things you want to accomplish. Okay? I see that you're not just sitting and let life pass by you. I think that you have many plans right now. And I think that you already started sowing some of the seeds for them. I think you put them out there. You started some of these plans and you are waiting for the answer. You're waiting for the reward. You're waiting for the response. So there are big plans. You're not just... You are happy with your life, but you're not stagnant. That's what I mean. There are much more in life you want to accomplish, and you are going after them. And many of them are not turning out the way that you wanted. We have the Sun in the reverse, and we also have the 2 of Wands in the reverse here. But also with this 2 of Wands in the reverse, because the 2 of Wands for me is a card of being still, of a stalemate. It comes right before the 3 of Wands. But what I see here is that same quality that I just said of Yeah, things might not go exactly how I want them to go. I might not have exactly all the prosperity that I want, but I'm still trying. I'm not getting comfortable. I'm not getting attached to my sense of comfort. I'm not staying in my comfort zone. That's the expression that I wanted to get out of my mouth right now. You're not being trapped in your comfort zone. And this is such a beautiful message here because, wow, yeah. What I'm hearing is that, and I said that to one of the zodiacs in the monthly reading of February, it's like you are getting failures. Yeah, listen to me. You are getting many failures in life right now. But the reason why you're getting these failures is because you are shooting high, super high. I think that you're aiming way high. And of course, when we aim to the sky, we are not going to get all of it. But the thing is, it's better to aim to the sky and get something that is a bit below than already aim to the horizon and then that's what you get, you know? So I see this here. I see that you're not being held back and you're shooting higher and higher and higher and you're going for it. And not all of it are turning out the way you expected them to, but I don't feel pessimism from you. I don't feel that you feel a failure. I think that you're just like, yeah, okay, that didn't work and it's fine, but I'm gonna keep shooting. You know? I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to settle. I can receive as many no's as I get. Things might fail over and over and over again, but I'm not settling for something that I don't want, right? The Two of Wands in the reverse. Two of Wands is good, yes, but why would I settle for the Two of Wands when I can have the Three of Wands? When I can go further. And I love this here. You're not accepting just everything that is coming to you just so you have something. You're like, no. I know what I want. I know what I want. I know what I deserve. I know what's good for me. And I'm not going to settle. Even if I keep failing with the Sun in the reverse here. And also with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, there will be many failures. But they won't feel like a failure to you. They will just feel like, okay, I gained the experience from that. I learned. Good. Next step now. So I feel this. I see this from you. Like you are not seeing the failures as failures. You're just seeing them as having gained experience. And I love this. Because it shows what a good moment it is for you. How good you're feeling within yourself. The level of connection, pile 3, that I see for you here. The level of connection with the self, with the higher soul, is unbelievable here. You're so connected with who you really are, with the soul. It's a very spiritual connection with yourself that I'm feeling here. You're so very well connected that you just keep on going because you believe in yourself. I think that you have stepped into a place of integrity and self-reliance and self-belief here that is beautiful to watch. Really beautiful, pile number 3. And I think that with that, you will also attract many good things for you because you're just kind of overflowing this, the self-esteem right now. It makes you shine. It really makes you shine. Wow. Beautiful reading. Let's take a look at your other cards. We have the crocodile. What I just said with that, the crocodile, it awaits, but it doesn't await because when the crocodile doesn't make a move, it's not because it's bored or because it's scared, it's because it's strategizing. Because it's waiting for the prey to come. The crocodile waits for the prey to come into the lake, and then it moves very slowly, and then it attacks. But it's not going to waste its energy chasing the prey. It's going to wait for the prey to come nearby. Sorry, the street is very noisy right now. There's a lot of noise going around, so I'm sorry if it's bothering the reading. But again, that stillness that I felt when I was shuffling, you know, of just waiting for things to come. I don't need to waste my energy. I'm shooting high, I'm aiming, I'm putting it out there, but I'm not desperately pursuing anything. I'm gonna wait for the right thing to show up, and then I'm gonna bite. Let's see. Ask body and strength. Again, the strength, that inner strength within yourself. I feel this is a connection with the self. And with the ask body, it's interesting because this card almost never connects to me with the body. Every time I see this card, the first thing I see is this huge crown chakra open up here. You see the huge crown chakra open up? I don't know if you can see it with the light. But what I just said about you being very connected with the higher soul, there is that connection with who you really are, with your true source. You know that the source is within you. You're not looking at it outside, and that's why you manage to have so much happiness and emotional balance right now, because you are connected with the true source of vitality, which is within you and which is your higher soul. And with that comes the strength, because at the same time that you're very connected, look, oh, wow, I just saw something. Okay. At the same time that we have this card with the huge crown chakra here activated, we have this card with the roots. I don't know if you can see, but it has many, many roots. So there is a connection above and below. You are grounded to your environment. You're not just la 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 la. You're grounded to your surroundings. But you're also connected with the source. So there is that connection up and below. Connected with the divine light, with the divine energy, but also completely grounded in who you are, in your environment, in your life. Nothing is going to just move you. I feel the sense of being a rock, an emotional rock. People are not going to be able to take you out of your center right now at all. And again, very loud truck. I hope it passes soon. Okay, so let's take a look at your Moonology card and have faith in your dreams. And you have, I've seen, right? You are shooting high. You are having that optimism that you can do it, and you keep on shooting. You keep on going for it, even if you fail, even if you fall, even if it doesn't work right away. You keep having faith in your dreams. So I don't doubt this. And new moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. Remember to do everything you do, remember to do it from a heart space. Feel love for the things that you do, and I think that everything, if you do your job, try to do it the best way you can, with a lot of love. Even if it's something that is making you bored right now, put love in it, put care, do it with mastery. If you're doing your hobbies, if you're meeting your friends, if you're talking to people, try to have a connection with the moment, in the moment that you're doing it. Be present in everything that you're doing. This is interesting. Walk the talk and beyond. Do what you preach. Okay, so whatever it is that you preach, if you talk about being connected, if you talk about spirituality, if you talk about being a better person or doing this or doing that, be what you walk the talk. Don't just say it, okay? So don't just disconnect with the public image of how other people see you. Okay, this message might not be for all of you, because I think that overall you are quite connected here, but some of you might need to hear it. So you don't need to be awesome to post on social media that you are going through this or going through that, or you're doing this or you're doing that. You just need to be that for yourself. Okay? So walk the talk. Be the person you preach. Be the person you preach. And beyond. I'm not completely connecting with this card, to be honest. I'm gonna take a look at the other cards to see what this card is about, because right now I'm not really connecting with it, with the beyond card. Let's see, your animal spirit, lizard spirit, dream the world into being. Again, with that dream high. But the message I'm also getting here, even though this is not a chameleon card, there is also a chameleon in this deck. But with that walk the talk, bring the change within, right? So don't let the change, the development, the emotional growth or whatever it is be only in the outside, not be only in how you talk about yourself to other people, be that as well. I'm getting that message with this lizard card here, of embodying the change, not just dressing it up for other people to see, like a clothes that you take off when you get home, you know, so you put it on when you need to talk about yourself to someone else. Be that person, okay? Embody that in your skin. All that glitters and round. Again, with the all that glitters, I think that you are very attuned right now, and also with the round and round. And I had a similar talk with another pile, but I feel that you here, the other pile was a bit more lost, was a bit more connected with the old patterns. I think that you are much more free from your old patterns. What I see here is that you are paying a lot of attention to any red flags that comes, and something that is just pretty on the outside will not make it for you. The same way, oh yes, that's perfect here. So, because I felt like this message of the walk the talk wasn't for all of you, and I think that for many of you, it can be that other people, they need to walk the talk. Okay, with this all that glitters, I think that right now you have a very good discernment of people who walk the talk and people who just talk. You know that someone needs to show you their true colors with their actions, not just by sounding pretty. You know, you are tired of good intentions or good talk. You have much more discernment now to discriminate between what just glitters and what is. So I don't think you're being fooled easily at this moment. Okay, because you're not accepting everything into your life at this moment, right? With that crocodile card, you're not chasing. You know what you want, and you will sit still and wait for it to come. And you will only move, you will only grab when it's the thing, the real thing, okay? Because with this round and round, and I also think that that's how that beyond card connects here. It's just you growing beyond and going, you are outgrowing your patterns with the round and round and the beyond. I think that those old patterns of relating and also relating with yourself, they are being broken here. You are going beyond that. You are meeting this new version of yourself. You're not falling for your old toxic patterns anymore. If you had toxic patterns of relating with toxic people or putting yourself in situations that were not good for you, those are all toxic patterns. I see that you are really getting rid of them. You are ascending into a new person, into a new part of you. You're really going beyond that, okay? So that's very important because, yeah, you will not accept something just because it looks shiny. You need to see the substance. You need to know it's real, right? Also with that sun card in the reverse that we had here. Being shiny is not enough. It needs to be fulfilling as well. It needs to be stable. Okay, pile number 3. That was a lovely reading. I really liked doing this reading for you. So pile number 3, I hope you enjoyed, and if you like this reading, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.